All right, welcome to CanHammer, everybody. Your source for 40k from the Great White North. Nick's in the house. Come all the way down from Petawawa to play today, which is great. We are doing day hammer, which is the best kind of hammer. And he's brought his chaos list. It's chaos now, not Space Marines, right? Yeah, because you have some demons and stuff in there. Chaos against my Custodes. This is one of the requested matchups by the collective. So we aim to please, and we got them on. And Nick's like, you're the only chaos player I know locally. So so we're gonna put that together right now. It should be a good game. So we're gonna come back with army lists and then get going. Okay, everybody, here's my list for today's game. My normal list, version 2B. I have Valoris. I have a Vexilla with a Misericordia and a Storm Shield. He is the Warlord with Champion of the Imperium Warlord trait. And I have a Captain and Allarus Terminator armor with an axe and the Praetorian plate relic. Then I've got 5 aquilon Terminators, all Lastrum bolters. 5 bikers, all hurricanes. I've got 2 blaze turret caladius tanks and 1 normal caladius tank. And there we go. I actually got the turrets now, so they look proper. And we will come back with the chaos lists. All right, here is Nick's chaos army. It's quite beautiful, obviously. Nick being a really good painter. There we go. A lot of gold at the back there. Okay, so what you bringing, Nick?
Okay, so we're going to start off. I brought a battalion of Thousand Sons.
Okay.
Obviously Ahriman, don't leave home without him.
On foot? He's on foot.
He's on foot. And then a sorcerer, Terminator sorcerer.
Okay.
With the familiar, so he gets his +1 on the first cast.
Cool.
A unit of 10 cultists and a unit of 10 tzaangors.
Okay.
They'd both be cultists, but I didn't have any painted cultists. A unit of 20 rubric marines.
20 rubrics.
With 2 soul reaper cannons.
Okay.
And the buddy has the +1 invul spell.
So just explain why you're so into rubrics here.
Well, I love rubrics, and I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion. This is with the Marine meta. I like their -2 bolters and their +1 to their save. So a lot of Marine damage 1 shots end up being -2 or -3 EP. So if you pop the invul save on them, they become a 3-up invul against a lot of damage 1 shots. So they're kind of survivable. They're only 1 wound, and they're pretty expensive. There are rumors they're going up to 2 wounds, but who knows?
400 points for this unit, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's still 20 guys, though.
It's got a lot of output. Honestly, they can, with some buffs, down an Iron Hands plane when they drop in. So
and they do look pretty sweet.
And I like them. I might... Honestly, this is probably the last hurrah with them, unless they get the 2 wound buff in chapter approved. But we'll see. There's a lot that Chaos has to think about, because we've got a lot of cool stuff now.
All right.
I got a Supreme Command of Demons with a changecaster. He's basically sit on my back objective and cast my free reroll spell. A Lord of Change with the 3++ robe.
All right.
He's a good screen, throws out mortal wounds, and he looks sweet.
Lord of Change. Okay.
And then the Poxbringer, who's got Virulent Blessing. So basically, he can cast it on a nurgle demon, and on 6s for that demon, when in combat, they do double damage.
Okay.
And then I have a Spearhead. Unfortunately, I've got a new baby at home, so I haven't been able to finish painting everything. As you can see, my unfinished plagueburst crawlers here.
Oh, shock horror.
I know. Deep shame. I have a Spearhead, so it's 3 plagueburst crawlers.
Okay.
A Nurgle Demon Prince. He's got the 2+ plate. 9 Plague Marines. 1 with the Cleaver and the Flail. And then the biologus Putrefier, the grenade dude.
Yeah. Okay, and so these 2 work together to make these guys... Tell us how this combo goes off.
Well, so Plague Marines have Blight Grenades, which are normally strength 3, but if they're within 3 inches of this guy, they're strength 4, damage 2.
Okay.
And on a 6 up to wound, they do a mortal wound.
Okay.
We have a strat that we can each guy can throw a grenade.
Yeah.
And then with Veterans of Long War, Prescience, and being around him, who's got a Warlord trait of reroll a wound for all plague weapons, they can throw, on average, 30 to 35 grenades that, against your army, would wound on 4s, reroll a wound, and 5/6s do mortal wounds.
Okay. Nice, nice.
Yeah. And they have similar kind of output in combat with their plague knives.
Okay. Hardcore. All right, we'll come back with the mission. Okay, we're playing ITC Mission 4. What's yours is mine. This is the mission with 1 in the middle, and then 4 player-placed ones. So we're playing Pointy, Hammer, and Anvil. I'm on that side. Nick's on that side. And so I've placed my objective one here, and the other one here, just inside Nick's zone. Nick plays his in the middle there in his zone, and then the one he has to place in my zone is over there. And that's it. So it's deploy first, go first. So Nick, actually, you didn't choose. Are you deploying first and going first, or are you going second?
I'll let you deploy first, go first.
Okay. So we're going to do our deployment then. Oh, secondary. So I picked Recon. I picked Mark for Death. It's kind of hard. Like, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm trying to use my secondaries to maybe influence how Nick plays a little bit. I don't know. You know, those guys are all short-range guys, so they're going to have to come up or else sit there and do nothing. So I marked for death the rubrics, the plague marines, the Lord of Change, which Nick already told me he uses as a screen, and the Demon Prince, which you could hide at the back, so it could be just a 3 or 4 pick. But if the Demon Prince is not assaulting me, then that's probably a bonus. Then I picked finally ground control because I like the 5 objectives. They're all fairly central, and if I can survive, I think I get at least 3 out of that. And there's nothing really else really good to pick. Headhunter, I think, is a trap because most of his characters don't need to engage. So even though you have like 6 or 7 characters, so that's why I picked. Nick picked Gangbuster, obviously, ground control, and recon. So those two kind of obviously synergize, either positively or negatively. I think you're either going to get 8 out of those because you're doing really well, or you're going to get like 2 or 3 out of those. So we'll see how that goes. So we're going to come out with deployment, and then we'll get started.
So,
all right, deployment has happened. I've deployed in a little castle back here, as predicted. I got my captain and my aquilon in deep strike. And then we've got a Lord of Change here with the triple tanks, tzaangors there, and the plague marines are started back here with all the other nurgle dudes. Ahriman's there, the sorcerer's over there, somebody's back here, changecaster.
Yeah.
And where's your cultist?
In that building back there.
In this building back here?
Yeah, right.
Oh, the cultists are over here. Yeah. And then we've got rubrics in deep strike. Okay, so I get to go first, unless you want to seize, Nick?
Nah.
No, I didn't think so. All right, good game, man.
Good luck. Yeah.
Coming back, Custodes Turn 1. Okay, my first turn's very conservative. Just moved the bikes into this building here, onto that objective. The tanks have moved back to get line of sight, and Valoris and the Vexilla there, and that's it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, Custodes Turn 1 just shot 3 tanks at him and did 5 wounds. So, you know, that's the nature of 3-up involved. And that's it. So, at the end of my turn, all I do is hold, and that's it. So, just 1-0 for Custodes. Going on to Chaos Turn 1. Okay, movement Turn 1 for Chaos. This Lord of Change is advanced up here. These guys advanced onto this middle objective over there. This guy managed to make it onto this objective here. This guy tried, but didn't make it.
Yeah.
The Plague Marines have just moved up here a little bit, and nothing else moved, I think. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of Chaos Turn 1.
Yeah.
All right, Chaos Turn 1. 3 from a Super Smite on this, and then another 8 damage done from the plagueburst crawlers. And so he's actually only got 1 left, which is pretty hardcore. Nick did try and CP the D3 to try and kill it, but D3s always suck and didn't work. And then this guy's got +1 attack, and nothing else kind of really happened here. So that's it. So at the end of Chaos Turn 1, no kills, you hold more, and you got recon.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So it's 3-1 at the end of Turn 1, going on to Custodes Turn 2. All right, Custodes Turn 2 movement. These bikes have come out. The captain has dropped in just in this building here. Vexilla and Valoris moved a little bit. Actually, Valoris didn't move yet because I moved him back. I'll move him in a second. And then these tanks kind of shuffled around. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of Turn 2. Okay, so end of Custodes. So I killed this Lord of Change, and my bikes will consolidate onto there. And that's basically it. Oh, I killed those tzaangors too with the Hurricane Bolters. So at the end of my turn, I killed, I hold, I got a mark for death. No recon, right? I couldn't have got recon because that's the same unit, and ground control obviously. So 3 points for me. So it's 4-3 going on to Chaos Turn 2. All right, Chaos Turn 2 movement phase. This plague crawler has come out here. Demon Prince moved up a little bit. These Marines are just chilling out here at the back. This little dude just moved up a little bit. Ahriman and the sorcerer moved up and advanced, and the rubrics have come down 9 here. And that's it. So we'll see what happens at the end of this turn.
Cool.
Okay, so end of turn 2 for Chaos. These bikes took everything. Psychic powers, this tank flamer, rubric shooting, rubric combat, and like some powers from that dude, and have 2 guys left. So not too bad. And then they killed like 12 or 13 of your guys in return with Avenge the Fallen. So pretty good. And then he also killed this tank that was just left on 1, which I knew would die, so I put this tank here to hold that objective as a precaution. In the end, though, that was the smart move by Nick, and so he actually gets hold more. Otherwise, I would have got hold more and kill more. So, sorry, I started scoring that already. So Nick gets hold more. He gets a kill and a hold, 2 gangs, and no recon.
Nope.
No, because that unit can't be in both halves. Yeah. Okay, so that means you score 1, 2, 3, 5 points, and I got 1 for kill more. So I'm up to, so I got 4 points. So it's 5. So it's 8-5 right now, going on to turn 3 for Custodes.
Thousand Suns troops.
Okay, Custodes turn 3. So these tanks have moved around. With this tanks in these positions, I actually have firing lanes onto the Marines at the back because Nick didn't. Whatever that stratagem is to make them unshootable. Those 2 bikes have fallen off from there, and the better part of Valor is I fled them back here onto this objective because I had to leave that objective with this tank to come over there. And just a little tip for Custodes players, you know, I wanted these 2 close together so I could flip back and forth with the tanks like that. So anyway, and then so Valoris just moved to buff these tanks. The Vexilla moved up and advanced. The captain just moved over there and homered in these guys, and that's it. Oh, let's see if I can use my moment shackle, try to get that 3 CP back, and I got 3 back. Free homer, woohoo! That always feels good. Okay, we'll come back at the end of Custodes turn 3. Okay, so not a great turn for me. It was being too fancy, and I could have just been more straightforward. So I did end up killing this tank in shooting, actually. I did my target priority wrong, and I only killed, what, 2 or 3 of these dudes when I should have killed way more of them.
You could have killed the whole
I just I shot these guys in the wrong order. Anyway, I did end up killing this thing, and then instead of killing these rubrics, I tried to wrap, and I failed. And as Nick pointed out, I don't really need to wrap because there's not really a lot of hardcore shooting. I can still get smited even if I wrap. So, and now I didn't kill them. I'm in a precarious position here. That's not great. So actually that was a pretty big bad move in the middle of the table here by my part. So we'll see if I pay for that because I'm also behind. So yeah. Okay, so I did kill, I hold, and I haven't got marked for death. And I did get recon because my captain's there.
Yeah, you go.
By accident. I wasn't thinking about it again. Recon, so I got 4 points. So it's 9-8 right now for Custodes, going on to Chaos turn 3.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, so Chaos movement turn 3. The Demon Prince has come out. This tank moved up from there. This guy moved back. Grenade guy's holding that. That tank didn't move. These guys shifted around. Ahriman is up here after an advance, and that sorcerer didn't move. And these guys fell back. There we go. That's it. We'll be right back after Chaos turn 3. Okay, end of Chaos turn 3. So this Demon Prince got in, killed 2.5 Terminators. The smites and stuff did kill the captain in the end. And then the Demon Prince came in, killed 2.5 Terminators. And then the Terminators, because they heroic with my Warlock trait, killed these rubrics. And then the Vexilla hit back and did nothing. And that is it, I think, right?
Yep.
You took 3 wounds off this tank with mortar fire, and that's it. Okay, so at the end of your turn, so you killed, you hold. Did we tie him kill? What did I kill? I killed.
You killed this your turn.
Oh, and I just killed the rubrics.
Yeah.
Okay, so I killed more, and I hold more.
Yep.
Okay, you didn't get recon. That didn't matter in the end because those guys were dead.
Yeah.
So ground control and gang. So you got another. That was 8 damage.
Okay.
So that's another gang. So you've done 8 plus 12, so 20. So yeah, so you got 3 gang. You need 24 to get to 4 gang, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3 points.
Well, there's 2 on him, right? So I need another 2 to get
Yeah,
gang.
so 8 damage you did, right? No, 10 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need another 2 for gang.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at 8, so you're on your 11, and I got hold more and kill more, so that's an extra 2. So I'm on 11, it's tied.
Is that primary and secondary?
That's everything, yeah. The
What do you
totals.
want for primary?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
2, and I'm on 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I get a point for killing your rubrics.
So you're up by 1.
Yeah, so I'm up by 1.
Cool.
So it's 12-11 right now.
Alrighty.
Close game. Top of 4 coming up. Okay, so this is Custodes turn 4. So the vexilla just moved to the middle, so we can hold any quarter. He fell back. These terminators moved up this way, and this tank moved up here. That tank moved over there. It's got some firing lines. Those bikes have moved up that way. And Valoris moved 6 and he's up there. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of this turn. Okay, Custodes turn 4, not great. So I managed to kill this demon prince. Basically did shooting, did nothing this turn basically. I took like a wound off Ahriman, I think. I did nothing else in shooting this turn. It was really bad. Valoris failed a 6-inch charge, rolled a double 1 again. I did not want to tempt fate and roll that double 1 into a 1 like I've done 3 times already. So the Terminators made an easy charge and finished off the Demon Prince. Just 1 more Feel No Pain and they wouldn't have died, right?
No, I only rolled like 2. You did 10
Oh,
rolls.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I had crappy Feel No Pain rolls.
And that's that. So, didn't do that much this turn, not as much as I had wanted. So I did kill, I do hold. I got a mark for death for the Demon Prince. I got my recon. So 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So I'm up to 16 right now. 16 to 11, going on to turn 4 for Chaos. Okay, Chaos turn 4. This tank moved up. This guy waggled a bit. These guys moved around here. Amon came down. He was like, oh shit, okay, I'll come down here.
Yeah.
That thing didn't move, and this sorcerer moved up a little bit. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of Chaos turn 4.
Recon now.
Okay, turn 4 for Chaos. 2.1 Terminators died from a combination of mostly like smites and then this thing shooting.
Do you have leadership on it?
No, because I'm leadership 9 and
Okay.
those 2 guys. Those 2 bikes died from mortar fire and this crazy bolter from this sorcerer, so that's disappointing. And then this guy failed to charge, and these guys got tangle-footed and failed to charge. So that's the end of Chaos turn 4. Chaos turn 4, so you killed.
Yeah.
And you hold.
Yeah.
So we tied on hold,
Yeah.
and we tied on kill.
Yeah.
And then you got your final gang,
Yeah.
and no recon.
That's
So
right.
3 points. So it's 16 to 14 right now, going on to turn 5 for Custodes.
Yeah.
Okay, turn 5 for Custodes, 2-point game. So this tank is moved up over here. Just got lots of options on this tank. That aquilon has moved up that way. Valoris has finally made an appearance at the end of the game here. That vexilla has to stay on that objective, and that tank over there has boosted it over here. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of turn 5 for Custodes. Okay, so end of turn 5 for Custodes. I did kill this unit mostly from shooting from this tank, but then the Terminator went in and finished it off and then died to Ahriman just. He would have died next turn anyway from spikes. This tank died a lot from shooting, and then Valoris. This tank made it in combat here, and nothing happened here, obviously. I lost a wound. This tank auto-exploded, took 3 off Valoris, and 1 wound off here. And that's it. So, end of turn 5 for Custodes. I killed, I hold, I got my last mark for death. I got a recon. No, I didn't.
No, because I killed that guy.
Yeah, I don't have enough units to get recon. Okay, that sucks. And then, so I got mark for death, kill, hold, so 3 points. So it's 19 to 14 right now, bottom of 5 coming up.
So you killed.
Okay, Chaos movement, turn 5. So this tank is on there now. Ahriman has come out here. That sorcerer did nothing. This changecaster is over here. And 2 guys now on this objective. And that's it. So we'll come back at the end of turn 5.
Yep.
All right, Chaos turn 5. So this tank down to 3. Valoris, this vexilla ate 3 damage smites left, right, and center and died. And Nick has decided not to charge Valoris because if he died, that would give me kill more. So as it is, Chaos turn 5. So you killed. You hold.
Yeah.
You hold more now.
Yeah.
We tied on kill. And you got no recon, no ground control. So 3 points.
Yeah.
So that's a 17. So it's 19 to 17 still for Custodes. Going on to the last turn. Okay, so my play on the last turn. This tank has just moved around. There's no point. Yeah, because if he needs to kill Ahriman, there's a chance I kill him in shooting. Okay, yeah, because I'd like to buff this tank, but... Okay, so this tank moved here. It's still on this objective. Need to clear these 2 guys off. This caladius has moved here. And then Valoris has moved up there onto that objective with the aim of killing Ahriman. Okay, let's see. Turn 6 Custodes coming up. Okay, Custodes top of 6. So I killed these 2 guys in shooting, and Ahriman died in shooting as well. And then Valoris made a 10-inch charge. Either way, like I'm either there or I'm there on an objective, so I'm on there. And I got that now. And I did 1 damage, I did no damage back. So that's my last turn. I hold, I killed, I got, I can do recon, and I will, ground control is at the end of the last round, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just 2 points for now.
Okay.
So 21 to 17, going on to last turn.
So I need 4 points.
Sorry, I also got the bonus because I'm on that objective and that one which I placed. So it's 22 to 17, and now here come the cultists.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy, sorry.
Just stay on, yeah.
Yeah.
So turn 6 for Chaos. These cultists come out now, are holding that. Changecaster, this tank on that, so the tank fell back.
Yeah, he fell out of combat.
Okay, and then this dark matter crystal for the sorcerer onto there.
Yeah.
Okay. Psychics.
Psychic, so he's gonna smite.
Changecaster failed to smite.
I got my 1 command point.
Smite goes off.
For, it's not gonna matter, 2.
Emperor protects. No. So Valoris down to 2.
Yeah. He's gonna smite.
Oh yeah, who's he gonna smite?
Well, him.
Oh, this tank? Okay.
Yeah. So it goes off on a 6 for 2.
1.
Gaze, perils. Yeah, that's game. Alright, good game, man.
You just perilled?
Yeah.
All right. Whew. Okay, so let's say, because he can't shoot because he fell back.
No. So
Yeah, so it would have
chance I
been.
had at killing. So you killed. You kill more. I didn't kill.
So that would be 23 to 17. You get a hold, 18, and then ground control you get
2.
2.
Yeah.
So 20, and I get
2 ground control.
2. So 24 to 20. Final score.
Yeah. Good
All
game,
right,
man.
good game, man. Woo, woo. So what you reckon, Nick? So I thought that you screwed yourself with recon and ground control as opposed to.
Ground control, I don't think so. Recon, yeah. It's a holdup from when I used to play the plagueburst list. That you're just like, oh yeah, recon, because you take it for granted, you take it every turn, and then your list doesn't have a lot of other.
Now, granted, I only got 2 recons as well.
Your list doesn't have a lot of other things that you can really easily get.
Yeah. To be honest, I thought that I would have more models left at this point.
One thing I could have done, since it was placement of objectives, and it wasn't that smart actually, is engineers. Yeah.
Yeah, because you had cultists and a change.
Because we knew where we were deploying.
Your tzaangors. You had 2 units that could easily just stay at the back.
Yeah, so that's
Right?
that's a big thing. I could have just engineered.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure why I didn't. I guess playing in the marine meta now, you just don't ever think about it.
Because by putting that there, actually to my advantage. Because if you put it at the back, then like
I realized that like soon after we started playing that putting this here was to your advantage as well.
Just close enough that I can jump back and forth with the tanks.
Yeah. Well, that's lack of experience playing Custodes, right? I haven't played you much. Like we played a couple games, but like it's been a while, and the tanks are fast and whatever. And I haven't played a bunch, but lately. But yeah, like I realized soon that putting that there was I should have just put it in the back and be like, if you want to hold it,
yeah, I got to go all the way back there.
You have to use one of your super expensive.
Yeah.
Or put it like somewhere here where it makes it difficult for you to get line of sight with your tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that are mistakes. Probably should have done engineers.
I don't know what you could have done better with your grenade dudes.
Nothing, because
they didn't do anything.
No, your army is exactly what they don't like, because you have the perfect countercharge army. You have a strong charge, you fly, and yeah, you're faster than me. So you get to, and with Tanglefoot, like you get to dictate when those engagements happen. So I suppose they didn't do anything, so I suppose I could have reversed the order. I put out the rubrics to preserve the Plague Marines. I could have pumped up the Plague Marines to sack them and do like the grenade thing on the bikes instead of losing the rubrics, and then I would have had the rubrics later game. Mm-hmm. That might have been better, because then that's a range.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm used to playing, like I haven't played this list much. I'm used to playing like preserve the Plague Marines at all cost to like pounce, but like I said, they work better where I could dictate the engagements. And to be honest, this list is cool, and I'm sure if I practice more, I could like it's still a close game. Yeah. With some mistakes and stuff. And I'm sure and there were some like psychic phases that just kind of fell flat in the 10-inch charge.
You had a bad psychic phase. I had a bad shooting phase.
The 10-inch charge really.
A lucky 10-inch at the end. All my other charges were like 3s and 4s.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know.
He made up for that failed 6-inch charge there.
But yeah, no, well, this is fun. I like the Lord of Change, though. He died a little early. But it's obviously going to change with chapter approved, and like I'm going to go full ham. I think I'm going Alpha Legion Oblitz with Chaos Knights.
Oh, I hate Oblitz.
Yeah.
So, Custodes players watching, this is how you should be using these tanks. After turn 3, they should be pushing up and getting objectives and shooting characters and being generally just kind of obnoxious.
100%, yeah.
I only left this guy back here because I really needed to. If it was within a 1-turn move and I could still shoot, I would have jumped him to the middle there. But you just have to try and push your classes up as best you can, especially if your buffers have already left. So that's definitely a thing. It's just those two objectives were just too far apart for me to do a jump there, so otherwise I would have. As it served a good purpose just to jump back and forth between these two. I put that objective more central on purpose, and I was hoping that Nick wouldn't put that in the far corner.
Yeah. It was like almost instantly after the game started. I was like, that should have gone into.
And then I knew that was good, so that would okay. That was a lucky charge. If I didn't make that charge, I think I still win, but not by that many points. So great game.
The thing is, if you don't make that charge,
that plagueburst can still shoot.
That plagueburst still shoots. I have more opportunity to kill that. He's here, so I have more opportunity to kill him while hold this objective. You know what I mean? That's what I meant. Like him being here.
So it might have been like a tie.
I hold him. I got 1, 2, 3 ground control. Hold more. Kill. So could have been like a tie or
a small victory even. Yeah, maybe that bonus point then becomes.
Because when you roll that 10 charge, I was like, oh, there's the game. Yeah. Like, but no, that's the game. Like you gotta. I shouldn't be letting it to that. And like I said, it's a lack of experience, but like I said at the beginning, this list was like, when Plague Bearers kind of disappeared because of Marines, I was like, I want to try something different. I need stuff that like insta-kills Marines. So a lot of my stuff, if they touch, they insta-kill. But it's a little too slow. Like the Plague Marine Gambit is.
I didn't want to feel the power of that grenade thing. I played around it.
And there's other key things too, like losing the all the buffs. Like a lot of the buff spells not going off on the Demon Prince is pretty key, because like.
We had a bunch of buffs still.
Well, for sure. Whatever. It's the game, but like Virulent Blessing means that each one, like, if you roll a 5s or 6s to wound, each failed save of that, you lose a whole Terminator versus having to do 2 for 1. So that's pretty key.
Yeah.
But no, it's cool. Like I said, and this list was designed to be like pretty protected from chapter proof, because none of this anybody's really looking at.
In fact, you're going to benefit. So the Lord of Change going down 30 apparently. The Demon Prince is 15 going down.
Yeah. I already.
tzaangors I think going down.
tzaangors go up, but they're only there.
They're because you don't have enough cultists. Yeah. Cultists are going down, right?
Yeah. So if I had cultists and those cultists, that's 10 points.
Ahriman's going down, I think.
30.
Didn't Ahriman? Oh, I can't
remember
remember
that.
Anyway, it was just leaking today, but like this list actually gets a little bit more play. So.
But I'm going to Chaos Knights, Oblitz for Alpha Legion, and something else.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching on the stream. And hope you guys stay tuned. Next week I'm away, so there will be no games streamed, although I'm going to try and stream a CanHammer Team Beat from my hotel room, which may or may not work, to talk about Chapter Proof. But otherwise, we'll be back the week after that with ETC leading up to CanHammer Team Tournaments. So do stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. Consider subscribing, following, all that sort of stuff. And thanks very much, Nick, for coming over.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll see you guys next time.